as I said at the first, that I will show you some freelancing platforms. So basically, when I was in my university, in my bachelor's, so I started working on graphic designs. So I started from No More. No More was a platform where they gave some work for designing professional slides for the business people. So from here, I started my graphic designing and I learned from this platform. They gave some tasks to learn first how to design a PowerPoint, and then they gave the projects, and I earned some money from this website. And after that, I used to work for the Fiverr also. So it is open source, like not the open source, but it is free to open your account, and you can uh, design your gig there, and you can sell your skills. So if you have graphic designing skills, you can sell on this website Fiverr. So I will show you my account. Still, it is available on Fiverr, but I do not use anymore. But before that, if you have any question, I would like to answer while making. I think I have answered this question.
No, it's new question.
While making typography in design, how do you choose the right font for the projects? So basically, there is no right and wrong in graphic designing, but what is more attractive in graphic designing? So if you can't decide the text, that what text should you use, it is better to get feedback from the people that are around you, that I am designing this poster or anything, what font is more appealing in that design. So this is how you choose the typography for your graphic designing. Somehow there's a requirement that we want this special type of the typography, like this special type of the font style and size. If there is if it is not described, then you need to select. If you can't select yourself, you need to vote, go with majority vote, and ask others that which is more appealing font type or style in your graphic designing. Otherwise, there is no wrong or right in choosing typography. But you should take care of the coloring, color theory. Like you should not use the colors that are very much distracting, which are not suitable for the viewers and which we cannot look at. Is there any other question?
No, right now there is no question.
Okay, so I want you to just like a tour to my Fiverr account, maybe my dashboard. So basically this was my account. Now it's level 0 because I have not used since 2021, I think. And my rating was 4.8 then. And if I go to my, I think, profile, actually this is my profile, and I just used to sell my skill in presentation designing. So I just worked and sold presentations. I used to design business presentations, sometimes marketing presentations. I got orders, and this is called gig. So these are the gigs. Each one is gig. I do not have any active gig. All my gigs are paused. It means I am not working. Okay, and then where I can show you my orders maybe. Okay, so you can see I completed 22 orders, and this is how I got the presentation orders, and some projects were 25 euros, 25 euros, 5. So I started with 5 euros because it is better to divide your skill, like give services in €5, then standard, and then premium, and then intermediate services. Like you can just set the standards of your gig. So I used to design one slide in €5, and then depending on the number of slides. So this is how I earned even €50 from single slide, like not single slide, but single project, and €5, €50, 25, and you can see it's 5 stars. So if the person like your work, it will give you 5 stars. And I got somehow the tip also. So the person gave me €10 tip on the graphic designing work. So if your work is good, you can get the tip also. So like this, 25, 25, 20. So this is how you can sell your skills if you are learning graphic designing. But I am out of market for 2 years because I have not used after January 21. So I hope still the graphic designing is a good skill. You can sell it in any different ways, for presentation designing, for logo designing, for character designing, for any, like, you can use it for a lot of purposes. The first thing is to understand the basics of graphic designing and then choose the right tool. That which tool are you going to use? For example, if you want to design presentations, PowerPoint is a good platform. And but if you want to design characters and other things, logo designs, then I would suggest Adobe Illustrator is very much powerful tool to do the graphic designing, illustrations. But if you are interested to design 3D designs, then I think Blender would be a great tool. It is used by, sorry, a lot of people, Blender, and you can use it for 3D animation, videos, images, 3D images, 3D characters. So this is very much powerful to learn, and you can find huge number of YouTube videos to learn Blender and how you can design 3D animations if you're interested in graphic designing. So I think what I described at the start, I have covered all things: tools and platforms for graphic designing and fundamentals of graphic designing, and the platform where you can sell the graphic designing skills. If there's any question, I would be happy to answer.
There is another question by Basit Khan.
So what strategies can a graphic designer use to attract, secure their first client? Yes, it is a bit difficult to get the first order. For me, yeah, it was difficult, but if you keep your price low and your gig, the examples are the project that you have shared on the gig are good enough, then you can get the order. First, minimize the price of your order. For example, uh, at the start, I used 5 slides and $5. Then when I started getting projects, I increased the price of my orders. Like then I used to design single slide for $5. So this is how first start from the low price, and when you get uh, orders, then you can increase the price. But keep the examples, uh, the good quality examples on your gigs that people can be attracted. Uh,
Which software should we use for graphic design?
So as I described, so it depends on the like type of graphic designing, what type of graphic designing you like, right? You want to design the business presentation, then Microsoft Office like PowerPoint is good enough. You can design PowerPoint slides, business slides. If you want to design characters or logos, then 2D things, then the Adobe Illustrator is very much powerful tool. You can design anything in Adobe Illustrator, but two-dimensional images or illustrations. And if you want to design 3D characters or 3D animated videos or anything, 3D designs, then Blender is the best option for that. So basically, these are the graphic designing tools you can use for different purposes.
Sajila, you can ask your question in Q and A box or in chat box. There is another question. Can you discuss the importance of white space in design layout? Another question, can After Effects be used for 3D animation?
Okay, so importance of white space. Yeah, it is very much important. Your design should not be filled very much so that it would be like it would be very much difficult to read out your information from the graphic design. So it is better to keep white spaces in your designs. For example, if you see this slide, it is just very much simple and there is a lot of white space. You can say the negative space, and it's very much easy for you to catch information from this slide, like my name, my occupation, and my university. But if I had filled it with a lot of different text and other images and icons, then I think it becomes difficult for reader to go through the information that you want to deliver. So it is very much important to be very simple but elegant. Like it should look elegant, but it should not be messy and it should not be crowded. And the other question was,
Can After Effects be used for 3D animation?
I think the After Effects can be used, but I don't think they can be used for 3D animations because After Effects are mostly for 2D. 2D like after, yeah, mostly they are for 2D animations. But somehow maybe when you design a video or when you create a video in 3D and now the video is saved, after that you can add After Effects into that video. So like adding fire or adding different season effects you can add in the video. But first you have to design 3D video and then you can add After Effects. Is there any feedback here that if you like it was it useful presentation for the audience? Okay, do we have any more questions?
There is a feedback by Memuna Shehzadi. Yes, it was very informative session. Thank you. Shahid Murad appreciated. Thank you so much. Dr. Mohammed Tariq Iqbal, very useful. Thank you so much.
Okay, so if there are any more
Yeah,
questions.
there is another question by Basit Khan. How do you address technical issues or limitation that arise during the design process?
Okay, so the technical issues and limitation you mean the limitation are due to the, there are different type of limitations. How do you, what do you mean by the limitation? Limitation can be the computational power of your device. For example, your device is not powerful enough to process the images that you want to create. So it is good option to upgrade the device. And the other thing, maybe it is sometimes there are features, limited features. So when you upgrade the software, you get more features. But the best thing about features, you can find a lot of free resources online. So if you need some built-in resources, like you need emojis, you need icons, you need logos, somehow the part of logos you can find online. Even you can find the templates of the different designs online. You just have to put your information inside these templates. So this is how you can search online and you will find a lot of resources. But some technical limitations that are like, it is the issue of upgrading the devices maybe. For me, common challenges. So at the start, I knew nothing about the graphic designing in 2016. So I started with no more. They gave me some assignment to finish a challenge. I finished that, and then I started developing my skills in PowerPoint presentation. Uh, what challenges I don't like further understand that you can face while graphic designer. You can do whatever you want in graphic designing. Other challenges can be you do not have premium version of the software, so you can look for if you can get any free version of the software. And the other challenges, if you can just ask the challenges, name the challenges, I can answer. So I would suggest one thing, that if you want to learn something and if you're really interested, I would say spend more time on graphic designing. So if whenever you spend more time, you learn more. Whenever you design different things, for example, give yourself task that I have to design this thing. So in this way, you can improve your skills of graphic designing. Or you can also find some online challenges, online projects that you can practice on to improve your skills. Okay. Uh, I think if we do not have any more questions, then we can stop recording, and then we can, like, if there are, we can be online, but we can stop recording here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. If anyone